one of the easiest ways to avoid disrespect is by looking at people's faces. Like, it's one of like we always talk about body language, observing people's body language. I see this thing often. So you will get into a place, or somebody will come into a place. Obviously, you are not welcome there. Like over 70% of human communication is done non-verbally. I repeat it again. Over 70% of human communication is done non-verbally. So what do I mean? People don't always say what they mean. People communicate to you most of their thoughts, most of the things they think, because as human beings, we think in our head before we say it out. So human beings communicate over 70% of those things that go on in their head non-verbally. So if you get into a place and you look at people's faces and you discover that their face is looking very, very, which word will I use? Very, very hostile. It is best to leave that place, because this is one of the things that easily bring disrespect to you. When you go into a place where you are not welcome, if you go into a place and you discover that by observing people's body language that you are not welcome, you find your way and go out from there to avoid being disrespected. The problem is that many people don't understand what is body language. They just live their lives not knowing that more of the human communication is done covertly, non-verbally, without them opening their mouth. They do it by their hand gestures, by their facial expressions, by their body language, even with their feet. There are some body cues which I will see on somebody's legs, and I'll know what it means based on my own knowledge of body language. So basically what I'm saying is that you should always learn to observe people's faces and try to know if you are welcome anywhere you get into. And understanding body language, or having the knowledge of body language, is highly important, because we now live in a world where people try their best to be politically correct. People don't always say what they mean, but their body language always say what they mean. Body language hardly lies, because the person who is emitting the body language is doing it without knowing. He's doing it subconsciously. He's not in control of the body language. See, as human beings we can control what we say. We can be very politically correct, even though we don't mean what we are saying. That's why these days people hardly mean what they say. They will say nothing and do nothing. They will say A and do B, because everybody is trying to be politically correct. But one thing human beings can never try to be politically correct in is body language. You don't have the control of it. So how are you going to shape it into what you want people to see? If you don't like somebody, see, as I am now, if I don't like somebody, without even knowing, I'll see myself, or people will see me, like giving that person like a very horrific look, without me knowing. Sometimes without you knowing, you see yourself like, I don't know how to say this in English, but you'll be giving somebody this facial expression. Like, without you knowing, you just be doing all these things because you don't have control over it. It will not be later, probably somebody caught you on video. They'll now be showing you and be like, I didn't even know I was doing this. So, knowledge of body language is highly and extremely important in today's world where everybody is trying to be politically correct. So it's as simple as that, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you guys again.